Hi everybody, this is DS and welcome back to another episode of Connecting Cultures. Today we're at the Nazarbayev Universities. I am here eager to have a conversation with a wonderful researcher from Iran, Dr. Mehdi Shafii.
Thanks to centuries-long historical and cultural ties, in the last few years, Kazakhstan and Iran have been able to significantly expand the field of bilateral cooperation. Iran's relations with Kazakhstan are developing at a rather high level. No political, economic, or other issues with Kazakhstan. The Iranian scientists notes that our countries have huge opportunities and potential for cooperation in different areas. As for economic cooperation, Iran is one of the largest importers of Kazakhstan metal and grain. Countries cooperate in industries such as trade, industry, oil and gas, and many other equally important projects. Among the promising directions of bilateral relations development, partnership in the field of science and technology is considered the highest priority. The memorandum signed by the parties in 2016 helped Iran strengthen its position in the Space Powers Club. Kazakh specialists shared invaluable experience with colleagues from Iran. Now, scientists of two countries are planning joint space projects.
I'm Mehdi Shafii. I'm working here as a researcher, postdoctoral researcher. At the Energetic Cosmos Laboratory, so we are working on different science, different topics related to the astrophysics and cosmology. But I'm not cosmologist and not astrophysicist. However, I would like to be. Mostly I'm working on instrumentation side.
The Energy Space Laboratory was founded at Nazarbayev University in 2016 as a scientific international center. This laboratory is the only one in the scale and development of technologies in Central Asia. There is an active study of the various processes taking place in the universe. The laboratory is helping on advanced projects that study cosmological phenomena. Two telescopes help scientists, one of which is installed here on the territory of Nazarbayev University and the other one on the territory of the observatory in Almaty region. It is the most innovative telescope to measure the optical emission spectrum of the largest space explosions in the universe. As Professor Mehdi said, there has been no experimental confirmation of various theoretical studies of this topic in the world over the past half-century. And now there is a huge possibility that with the help of the telescope that can capture images of an amazing natural phenomenon, it will be possible to confirm or refute existing astrophysical hypotheses. So Shafii Mehdi is literally on the threshold of a huge discovery every day.
I studied for bachelor electrical engineering. So I learned a lot there about electronics, designing circuits, and also working with microprocessors. And then I thought that maybe it's not enough, because I don't know, it was my mentality that time. I thought that maybe I should change a bit topics in a way that I can use my electronics skill to develop something new. And also I learn more. So I got that maybe physics is the best choice. So I continued at the same university in Tehran for radiation application technologies. Mostly is part of nuclear engineering, but mostly focuses on instrumentation. So I started working also same time at Iranian Light Source Facility. There is a national lab type of accelerators that is very necessary for each country to have such facilities. So I learned a lot about physics there, and after I graduated and finished my PhD, so I've decided to quit the country for a while to find out more about science. So I found here. I was very happy because first I worked at different countries. I've been in South Korea, I've been in US and different countries in Europe for work. But the point is that when I heard that I'm going to Kazakhstan, I thought that it's very similar to our country, many common cultures we will have, and especially the cuisine is very similar. So it was very important for me because I suffered somewhere else, and I got that, no, it's a very nice place, so I should go definitely.
Right.
So I came.
Nowadays, Iran is described as one of the youngest space powers. This year, the country celebrates the 10th anniversary of its stay in orbit. Today, both private and public space organizations operate in Iran. Satellites and ground stations are being developed and produced in the country. Modern engineering and technical aerosphere, Kazakhstan and Iran plan together. Shafii Mehdi's work at Nazarbayev University is one step in this direction.
I was searching. There are several websites that when you want to find usually they are for higher education people. I uploaded all my documents there, recommendation letters, and by chance I was very lucky. I found here. First, I received one email from Berkeley because our colleagues and our director is from Berkeley National Lab in US. I think that my interview took not long. It's around 5 minutes because I could answer all questions. And finally, they said that you will not come to US. It's Kazakhstan. I said that it's much more better for me because it's closer to my hometown and I can meet my family more often. So I was really happy and I quickly accepted the job. I think that since I was searching for a job to find this job, it took around 35 days.
Professor Mehdi is very grateful to the Kazakh people for the fact that our country has become the second homeland for many representatives of the Iranian diaspora. According to some data, in Kazakhstan, there are about 4,000 of them. The relocation of Iranians to Kazakhstan was in 3 stages. The first was before the revolution. At that time, a lot of Iranians came here for work and stayed in this country for a long time. The second wave is in the 1930s. At the time, there was famine and cattle was driven here from Iran for sale. Some of these drovers stayed here. The third wave is already those who ended up here after the war in 1946. Mr. Mehdi understands the Iranians who decided to stay in Kazakhstan very well. He is quite comfortable and easy to work here and does what he likes to do.
I have some friends because in Nazarbayev University we speak in English, so we don't have this language barrier problem. So sometimes we get together and drink tea in campus, sometimes just we go shopping. I think that is the most popular because I like shopping. And yes, I'm happy that the swimming pool is opened in university, so I try to spend more time on swimming because I love swimming. But during winter, 3 times a week I go to ice skating to Alo, and I really enjoy because before I didn't experience, but for 2 years I used to that and I'm enjoying of that.
Shafii Mehdi, as a scientist, authoritatively states that high-impact exercises is the best in helping to prevent brain aging. After all, during power exercises, blood circulation improves, more oxygen and nutrients enter the brain. There is a direct link between physical activity and human cognition. Sport is a means of improving all physical and mental characteristics of a person. Every day, Shafii Mehdi finds more and more similarities between himself and the Kazakhstanis. The nations of our countries are actually those who belong to the same region. We have a common history and culture. Many events take place in Kazakhstan and Iran, for example, Nowruz holiday. And one study revealed that in Persian and Kazakh there are about 3,000 common words. That is, in fact, there is a very deep historical connection between our nations.
What's your recommendation to Iranians that maybe don't know much about Kazakhstan at the moment?
I think many the points, cultural points here that I think that probably we inherited from you or you inherited from us, that before I didn't know the philosophy, but by coming here I could understand the common points and the reason. So I think it's a very unique experience for any Iranian to enter to Kazakhstan for living, for working, and they should definitely come. If they want to, experience something new, understand about their neighbors in general in their area. Because when it comes to Europe and US, we have many information about that because of media, because of the movies comes from Hollywood, and we have more conferences and more events in Europe and US. So that's why we more frequently go there. But rarely we have opportunity to come here and experience this area. So I think that as soon as they get such opportunity, definitely I suggest them strongly they come to Kazakhstan and experience something new compared to other places in the world.
Professor Mehdi is pleased with these similarities, but no less satisfaction he gets with the fact that he is discovering new things here. Of course, it is the original culture of the country, the energetic rhythm of life, meeting new people and new places. Shafii Mehdi tries to spend every weekend where he hasn't been yet. This time he will visit the ice arena for the first time.
It's my third time.
The third time here?
Yeah.
See?
Yep, it is. Thank you.
This is my first time working on hockey.
Yeah, this is the first time for you, second one for me, the third one for me. You'll be the most experienced guy here.
Hockey is one of the most favorite sports of people in Kazakhstan. Thousands of boys play hockey across the country. Kazakhstan has always been considered a forge of hockey players. And these traditions are coming from the legendary Ust-Kamenogorsk Torpedo, are adopted by the capital hockey team Baris. Today, Baris is a brand of hockey of Kazakhstan. It took time, money and confidence to have that status.
It's not like the winter games in the country, right?
We don't have at all hockey game. Even ice skating is very rarely you find and it's very expensive.
Oh, all right.
For example, for maybe several hours you should pay around $100.
Shafii Mehdi is very glad that he saw real hockey in the best ice palace in the whole CHL. He says he'll be definitely attending games. Shafii Mehdi is perhaps one of the few people who always and with pleasure go to work. And all because in astrophysics there are many interesting discoveries, enthusiastically says Shafii Mehdi. Just recently, the world received the first in human history image of a black hole. And the professor is glad that working in Kazakhstan, he also contributes to the development of space research.